The title isn't just bait, it's the real deal. We've unearthed some jaw-dropping news about House of the Dragon's highly anticipated second season. Brace yourselves because the Night King and his icy army of the dead might just be staging a spine-chilling comeback in the world of House of the Dragon. That's right, the Night King's undead army has been spotted lurking on the set of House of the Dragon as they craft a new season. Today, right here at Fantasy Archive, we're embarking on an exciting journey to explore the potential resurrection of the undead in a second season. Not only that, we'll be dissecting what's on the horizon, delving into characters old and new, and unraveling the political dynamics between the Greens and the Blacks. Make sure you stay tuned and catch every magical moment as we take this adventure to the very end. A highly reliable source has revealed that the much anticipated second season of HBO's House of the Dragon, featuring a star-studded cast including Emma Darcy, Matt Smith, and Olivia Cooke, is on the cusp of completing its filming schedule. Location shoots have already wrapped up in Bourne Woods, concluding at the end of August. Currently, the production is in full swing at Leavesden Studios, setting the stage for what promises to be a remarkable season. Now, here's where it gets truly intriguing. During our investigation, we stumbled upon a rather enigmatic piece of evidence, a reference board discreetly labeled as Undead. This discovery has ignited intense speculation that the White Walkers and their formidable army of the dead may be poised to make a dramatic return to the series. If you zoom in on that intriguing whiteboard resting on the desk, you'll spot a plethora of sketches showcasing various versions of what the undead army might look like. It strongly hints that they could be using this as a guide while applying makeup to numerous extras for the upcoming season of House of the Dragon. In the upcoming season, we're venturing back to the far north. While this doesn't outright confirm the undead's presence in House of the Dragon Season 2, it does raise some compelling questions. Why would they have this board if it weren't relevant? Could it be a tool for envisioning body and facial decomposition for regular casualties of the war between the Blacks and the Greens? If so, it would more likely be a dead board, not undead, right? Now, let's imagine for a moment that the undead are indeed making a comeback. We've got confirmation of the wall and a video of the Night's Watch writers filming in Bourne Woods. If the undead were to show up, it'd likely be in sync with these other elements. Just so you're in the loop, this intel has already leaked online. We've not only seen glimpses of the wall, but we've also caught a sneak peek of the Night's Watch while they're shooting new scenes for the second season. Most fans are speculating that we'll witness the wall and the Night's Watch as Jace journeys north to visit House Stark of Winterfell. If you recall, he set out from Dragonstone to Winterfell at the end of the first season, and this visit is one of his planned stops. During his time there, Jace will likely venture to the wall, perhaps even beyond it with the Night's Watch. They might encounter the White Walkers, or perhaps will witness a separate scene of the Night's Watch encountering the army of the dead on their own. It's a bit of a mystery right now, but even though this isn't in George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood, it has fans like us buzzing with excitement. Still, there's another intriguing possibility to consider. Perhaps the Night's Watch will enlighten Jace or Lord Stark about the ancient legends of the White Walkers. These tales might come to life in captivating flashback scenes, adding a layer of the historical depth to the narrative. What we do know for certain is that we're in for a northward journey when Jacaerys Targaryen takes flight to Winterfell to meet Cregan Stark. Based on the sets designed for the wall, the theory is that both of them will pay a visit to this iconic fortification during their time there. However, when we delve into the lore, it presents a conundrum. The undead or whites are reanimated by the White Walkers or others, beings that are essentially dormant during this historical period. In fact, most people in this era don't even believe they exist. The same holds true for the undead. No one has witnessed them for thousands of years prior to the events of the first book. So piecing this together logically is a bit of a challenge, unless they craft a clever narrative to weave it all seamlessly. Characters new and old. But if you ask us about the new and returning characters in House of the Dragon Season 2, here's what we've got so far. It's pretty much a lock that the core characters from the first season will be back when House of the Dragon makes its grand return in 2024. Expect to reunite with Rhaenyra, Alicent, Daemon, Aegon, Aemond, Helena, Sir Criston, and all the survivors from Season 1. Oh, and there's the long-awaited introduction of Daeron, the Targaryen child who has been conspicuously absent so far. As for new faces, it seems the show will keep things close to the power centers of Westeros. Ryan Condal hinted that the story won't venture as far as Essos or north of the Wall. However, given that the source material is George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood, a tome that spans centuries of Targaryen history, we can anticipate some fresh characters joining the fray in Season 2. Now, while Season 1 explored the origins of the Dance of the Dragons conflict within the Targaryen family, Season 2 is all about the war that follows. To sum it up, the descendants of the late King Aegon Targaryen II have divided into rival factions, each vying for control of the Westerosi throne. On one side, you've got the Greens, who are allies of Viserys I's second wife, Alicent Hightower. On the flip side, you've got the Blacks who are fiercely loyal to Viserys I's chosen heir, Rhaenyra, and her husband-uncle, Daemon. The Season 1 finale, marked by the death of Rhaenyra's son, Lucerys at the hands of his uncle Aemond, sets the stage for an all-out battle between these two factions, Green and Blacks. Now, Season 2 is shaping up for an epic clash between the Greens and the Blacks as they prepare for battle. We met Boros, an ancestor of Robert Baratheon, in the Season 1 finale during Rhaenyra's son's mission to secure house loyalty. Some significant houses like Lannister and Tully have thrown in their lot with the Greens, so it's quite possible we'll cross paths with the ancient heads of those houses in the upcoming season. Then there's the anticipation of meeting Cragen Stark, a prominent figure in the Stark family who's lending his support to Rhaenyra and the Blacks. And before we forget, in this upcoming season, we will be witnessing the Ironborn of House Greyjoy, led by the legendary fighter Delton Greyjoy, also known as the Red Kraken. Whoever makes an entrance in House of the Dragon Season 2, it'll be a nostalgic reunion with some of the beloved houses from Game of Thrones. We don't know about all of you, but this revelation has us on the edge of our seats. It's like adding an extra layer of excitement to what we can expect in an upcoming season, especially those new leaked images of the Undead in the House of the Dragon studio. Intriguing to say the least. What's got us wondering is why have those images of the Undead there? Are they just historical references, or do they hint at something big coming our way? Could we really see the Undead making an appearance next season? If they do show up, what kind of scene could it be? A grand battle, or perhaps a haunting flashback narrated by a seasoned member of the Night's Watch? The possibilities are wide open, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your theories and speculations down below.